Welcome to the Polished Playbook Podcast. This is the show where sports, culture, fashion, and real life all run the same offense. I am one of your hosts, Nelson Nobles, a.k.a. Keena, and this is my lovely co-host, DJ Diamond Diva, a.k.a. Sharon. There goes the air horn. We really need that in here. But every week, we break down the headlines, the mess, the magic, and the moments that make sports feel personal. From women's sports to the NBA to NFL to whatever chaos the timeline is serving, plus a whole lot of hometown love for our Kansas City teams. We're here to talk about it with attention, a lot of humor because we be kikiing, and a whole lot of love for the game. So Sharon,
what's up?
How was your week?
It was good. Like, it's always
a big week.
I gotta look back and be like, well, what was last week? What did we do? It was good. So we had World Cup, obviously. Kansas City wrapped up being a host city, so that was major.
Yeah.
What else? I feel like there was other things, but outside of that, I'm just thankful. Blessed
It's hard to move past World Cup. It's hard.
It was a lot, yeah.
So it's like that was a huge thing for you.
It's like that's what is at the top of my brain right now. I'm sure there were other things, but it was a good week. It was a good week.
Good.
What about you?
I don't even know what I did.
That's what I said. That'd be a blur.
I have
You'd be
no
like, what did
clue.
I do? Was that this week? Was that last week? What was it?
I don't know. All I know is I'm here today. I'm rested. I'm good.
You look good.
Thank you. So do you. We are cute as usual. But yeah, not too much. Like I'm really trying to think of, was there anything spectacular or even just
something like stand out from the week
that I did? No, my book club met. We had a great time. Went out with my girls, had a cool time. So that was really it. I didn't do too much. A lot of rest with my husband being out of town, trying to get our house in order while he's gone. So yeah,
good.
Yeah, that's it. That's all. You ready to get into it?
Let's go ahead and
Let's get into our weekly rundown. So Sharon, what is going on in the NFL?
So there's a few things. The biggest thing before I get into anything else, we're gonna kick it off with the quarterback rankings. If you haven't heard, which I'm sure you did, if you keeping up on things, the QB rankings were released, and to me, this is one of the hottest topics. So ESPN, they release an annual survey that they do, and this is composed of more than 70 NFL execs, coaches, scouts, and for the first time in 3 years, my boy Pat is not the number one quarterback on the list.
That is insane.
So here's the top 10, in case you missed it. You can go ahead and put it on the screen, Keenan, for everybody to see it. So Josh Allen, number 1. Pat Mahomes, number 2. Stafford, number 3 with the Rams. Burrow, number 4. Lamar coming in at number 5. Dak, number 6. Justin Herbert with the Chargers at 7. Drake May and the Pats at 8. Jared Goff at 9. And then Caleb Williams and the Bears at number 10.
I don't like any of this.
So here's the deal, okay? And before I get into the spiel, let me just tell you, because there's some names you might be like, well, where they at?
Right.
So Jayden Daniels, he was just outside the top 10. Jordan Love, Sam Darnold. And oddly enough, Aaron Rodgers didn't receive a vote. He didn't get a vote.
Ooh.
So here's the thing. Some people, y'all may not know. Patrick Mahomes, even though he's number 2 on this list, he actually received the most first place votes over Josh Allen. Okay, he was voted number 1 on 41.5% of the ballots. Josh Allen only received 34%.
So what's the issue here?
So once again, the popular vote was Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
However, Allen ended up finishing first because the rankings are actually based on an average placement across every ballot. So, for example, if somebody votes and they say one person says Patrick Mahomes is 1 and then 2 other people say Patrick Mahomes is at number 7, they're averaging that out. And believe it or not, you had somebody that said my boy Pat was 9.
9 what?
Number 9 of the best quarterbacks.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the 8, 9.
So this was a hater because there's no way.
That was my thought. That's my thought exactly. Okay. So this is what brought him down, is because on a handful of the ballots, he had people that placed him low. And so that's what brought his average down slightly and allowed Josh Allen, is what people want to say, what I've seen online. He's dethroned Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. He ain't even dethroned. You know what?
So listen. So I'm going to say what's already known. Unless you, like I said, like Keena in the beginning, if you are tuning in for the first time, welcome. You may not be as aware of how passionate I can get when it comes to football, and more specifically, my team. I just feel a little bit of protective of certain things. And so while I can admit I love the Chiefs and I'm a hometown girl, I am very, very rational as it pertains to the game.
Yes, you are.
Giving people their flowers when they're due. I don't have to be a fan of the team to say that this is a good team. This is one of the best teams. I don't have to be a fan of Josh Allen to say he is by far one of the best quarterbacks in the league. That is not for discussion. So if you're thinking I'm about to kick Josh Allen's back in, that's not going to happen. However, I just want to say we need to have some consistency and continuity in how we do these lists and how we judge things, because, and the reason why I say this is when I saw that, immediately I kind of got mad because I was like, oh man, but then I said, okay, well, let's see. What are they judging us off of? Because if we talk about is it last year, then yeah, that makes sense, right? Josh Allen went to the playoffs. Patrick Mahomes didn't have his best year. He was hurt. He missed 3 games. So all of that. However, that's not what this list is comprised of. We are going through what they've been doing, what they've shown, and then going into the 2026 season, who you have as the best. And so you're telling me that somebody literally got a ballot and said that going into 2026, after all that we've seen Patrick Mahomes has done, he's 9. You telling me you're going to pick 8 other people over Patrick Mahomes if you had to start a team? That's what you're telling me? Because like I said, I like to hit you with the facts. While I have my opinions on the Chiefs, my opinions, and I stand proud in this, is based on the numbers. What have I seen? What are the championships? Like, I need the receipts in order to, I used to debate in high school. So in order to have a debate, and in order for you to tell me anything otherwise, you need to tell me what are the numbers that puts Josh Allen and all of these people so far ahead of Patrick, and what people would say was one of Patrick's worst years. Why are his numbers similar and equivalent to the people that you have in the top 3 on his worst year?
I'm gonna go back so they can see your face fully when you're
go
talking about
ahead.
this.
Like I said, Dave, turn me up, zoom me in when you when you edit this. So here we go. This is what some of the factors that some of the people that voted, this is what they said.
Okay. Are there, before you get started, are there names with the people?
I'm sure maybe I could Google that and say maybe specifically. I don't know if they really.
Sometimes they don't put the names.
Sometimes they don't.
Them.
Sometimes it's just kind of the general. This is what. Okay. So it says evaluators have praised Allen for dramatically cutting down on turnovers over the past 2 seasons.
Okay, as he should.
And one NFL general manager called him the most, and this is quote, the most singularly unstoppable player at the position when he's at his best. Okay. Another evaluator said that Allen elevated a receiving core that wasn't considered elite. So these are why they marked him high. On the Mahomes side, evaluators still talked about his unmatched ability to strike fear in defenses. Yes, you don't know what he's going to do when he's out there. I agree with that. But they also cited the physical toll of years of hits, his recovery from an ACL injury, and concerns about his supporting cast. So right there, that doesn't make sense to me. If we're going to praise Josh Allen and say that, oh my gosh, like literally I saw people was like, oh, he's a one-man wrecking crew. So we praise Josh Allen and we give him high marks because he's doing it all alone. He ain't got no help. But you give Mahomes, you demote him points because of his supporting cast and hits. So you need to tell me Josh Allen don't get hit? He runs way more than Patrick Mahomes. So he don't get hit. He hasn't So that's my whole thing. It's like if we have a criterion, then it needs to be fair and equal based on that. You can't ding a player for one thing, but then give somebody high marks for another. Which one is it? The other issue I have with that is going into the season, it's been at least, Keena, at minimum 3 to 4. And I'm being nice. It's probably been longer than that. But at minimum 3 to 4 years where I watch all of these shows, whether it be ESPN, different things like that, and they will say coming into the season, who's your Super Bowl pick? Everybody's on the Buffalo train. For years, they have said that at the top of the season, your Vegas odds has Buffalo Super Bowl favorites. How is it that if Josh Allen doesn't have help and he's this one-man crew and he's having to do all this on his own, then why are they the Super Bowl favorites at the beginning of the year before a snap is played and you're basing it solely on the roster in the year prior? How are they favorites but he don't have no help? And so that's what I'm saying. Like, which one is it? Y'all be playing fast and loose, and I don't like it. Like, don't do it.
don't do it.
And I have more to say. I'm just gonna stop there because I don't want to get on the.
I don't want your
tangent
blood
yet.
pressure to go up. That's what I
Because it
know.
will.
Because
It will.
you
Look
are
at me.
spitting facts. This is not.
You can have like my whole purpose in this. I'm not fighting for everybody to be a Patrick Mahomes or Chiefs fan. That's not what it is. All I want y'all to do is before y'all get on the internet and talk about this and talk about that and put people here and talk about dethroning, tell me what are you basing that off of? Because everything that I have does not point to that. Now we can talk about statistics, which I have in terms of Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen last year. We're gonna get on into it. Patrick Mahomes, we already know he's appeared in 5 Super Bowls. He's won 3 of those. He's been named Super Bowl MVP on all 3 of those, right? He's won a league MVP twice. He's reached 7 consecutive AFC championship games as a starting quarterback. He is one of the most successful playoff quarterbacks in NFL history and has consistently delivered in the biggest moments. We want to talk about the run of San Francisco that year. Every single playoff game, the Chiefs were down. We was down to the Texans by like 21, 24 points and still won in the actual Super Bowl, the first Super Bowl that we won in the Mahomes era against the 49ers. In the fourth quarter, we were down double digits and won by double digits. That's a 20-point swing in less than 15 minutes because I can speak to this because I just watched the game the other day again. It got down to about 5 minutes or so, like before the Chiefs start putting the points back on the board. Who else is doing that? Like I said, it's just when you look at all of that, that has to count for something, right?
Yeah.
If Super Bowls are the gold standard, who else has beaten Patrick in that? Who else has been this many times and has delivered in the most clutch situations? We could talk about Josh Allen, who the field was completely clear for last year. You didn't have to deal with Burrow. You didn't have to deal with Mahomes. You didn't have to deal with Lamar.
Nope.
You had Bo Nix. No disrespect
He ain't
to
even
Bo
in the
Nix.
top 10 on that list.
And he ain't. No disrespect to Bo Nix, and they got there. They did what they did, whoop-de-whoop. But when we talk about legacy quarterbacks in saying that this quarterback is better than another, what does Josh Allen do in the playoffs?
Nothing.
He's the wild card champion. He'll get you out the wild card. But beyond that, he's lost to Burrow in the playoffs. He's lost to Mahomes every time in the playoffs. And Lamar, I mean, we could have the debate with Lamar too. Like, y'all, I just need y'all to understand that this doesn't make sense. If we say last year, it makes sense. Patrick Mahomes, I'm not saying Patrick Mahomes was the best last year. He was not. That's just the fact.
Right.
But overall, going into the year, you telling me that Patrick Mahomes still ain't the best quarterback out of all those quarterbacks when he's healthy.
But if you are going off of last year, like, where's Bo Nix in that list? If you just want to do it off of last year, then where is he? But, yeah.
And I've got, so for people that talk about, okay, the stats. Josh Allen last year played all 17 games, and he only had 80 more passing yards than Patrick Mahomes, who missed 3 games last year due to injury, and who y'all saying didn't have a great year. If you got a man that ain't having his best year and still clocked 3,587 passing yards, Josh Allen had 3,668, 17-14. They ain't too much different. So you telling me on Patrick Mahomes' worst year, he's still just up there with your quarterback? When your quarterback should have been at his best, he was healthy.
Should have been
your
winning.
Your quarterback, Josh Allen, had the league rushing. James Cook won the rushing title last year.
Yeah.
So he don't have nobody. He ain't got nobody.
That's kind of disrespectful to his teammates.
It is. So y'all telling me, because here's the thing in terms of roster to roster. Yes, Xavier Worthy has done good. Rasheed Rice has his moments. But these are people that are newly drafted. We ain't talking about like we have A.J. Brown. And like they acting like Patrick Mahomes just has this star-studded cast that was available and healthy versus Josh Allen not having nobody.
We
to
never
me,
do.
Who we got that was just head and shoulders above anybody on the offense last year? What running game did we have? Last year it was better than it had been previously. But I'm just saying, like, Keena, somebody need to just take the mic. Let me just I'm going to wrap it up.
I don't understand it. I don't get it. It's very disrespectful.
It is. I just want to say playoff wins matter. Winning under pressure matters. The ability to consistently deliver when everything's on the line, that matters. And like I said, we just haven't seen that with Josh Allen. He does well in the regular season, but when he's in the playoffs, he folds. He had 4 turnovers against Bo Nix in the playoffs last year, and that doesn't cut it. Like I said, if you are starting a franchise today, when you look at all those factors, that's who I would pick. You know, if you line up the NFL draft, knowing everything we know about all the quarterbacks that are out there, if you telling me you taking Patrick Mahomes off the board at number 9, then I have to kind of question your football acumen. And I'm just being serious.
Yeah,
to me, like you
sure.
said, Keena, that was a hater move.
It
Like I said, you don't
was.
have to like him. He didn't have his best year last year, but the facts are the facts. The championships, the AFC championship, all of that speaks for itself. And that's the only person I'm going with on the list.
I mean, everybody's
That's clutch.
People that hate the Chiefs, if they still had to start a franchise and pick their quarterback, they will still pick Patrick Mahomes. Joshua, now look, he's amazing.
He's great.
His running as a quarterback is unmatched. But don't sit up here and tell me that he's better than my quarterback.
And that's all I want to say. If anybody, I challenge anybody, because I'm always up for the debate. You can at me at DJ Diamond Diva. Most likely you're going to find a video. I'm going to break this down a little bit more. And only because I just see so much about it. Football is so fun. And I feel like last season was just like a bummer. Even the season before, like in terms of you can't even have good, fun debates with people anymore. Like the World Cup was fun to me because you just had all these people coming together. They were in good spirits. Whether you like this team or you like that other team, people just were happy. And like sports is supposed to be fun, but when you get up there talking crazy, it just makes me mad. Like you say, it raises my blood pressure, and then I feel like I got to fight these battles. So a lot of times I be seeing stuff and I be like,
You just
I ain't
gotta
gonna
scroll
say
past.
nothing
You gotta scroll
because I'm gonna go in the vortex and go down this rabbit hole. But I'm like, since we got the mic today, this is our podcast. I said, let me tell these people something. Go and tell that. Like Keena said, you can go argue with your mama.
Please do.
On this. But you're not going to win a debate with me when it comes to the numbers, the championship, to everything. Now, like I said, you can have your preference. Josh Allen is wonderful. If I didn't have Patrick Mahomes, would I like Josh Allen?
Yeah,
Heck yes.
for sure.
This is not that I'm a celebrator of all great talent, but it's just don't do me. Don't disrespect me and my quarterback like that. At number 9,
I want to know who did
so
that.
crazy.
Who did that? Come to the front.
So that was my soapbox. I
And that's
appreciate
okay.
y'all for rolling with me on that. We're going to go ahead.
We're going to move right
We're
along.
going to move along. Like I said, if you want some more banner, check out my page because I'm gone. I'm going to get y'all online. Not my Chiefs fans, but. All right. So, Aaron Donald possibly returning. Is it true, Keena? Say it ain't so.
I hope not.
Listen. So, it's been a lot of talk. And like I said, I have mixed feelings because Aaron Donald, he's that dude.
Yeah.
Like, he is that dude. But there's talks that he's seriously considering coming out of retirement. Now, this kind of happened because after he retired in 2024, he has been at the facility. Now, I didn't realize, like, he's been doing this. So these videos of him working out and stuff at the facility, he's been doing that. He lifts weights there regularly, maintains good relationships with the coaches, the teammates, the staff, all of that. So that's not new. But the thing that was different this time was that he was at a full football workout at their outdoor practice facility while wearing pads. So he's outside with the boys, okay?
No.
This workout was specifically designed to test whether his body and mind were ready to play in the NFL again. So
They're not, okay? Look, they're not.
I know, right? So, we already know Myles Garrett is now with the Rams. And so shortly after that, Aaron Donald came forward and was like, hey, yo, like maybe I'll return.
Remember me?
Yes. And so he was still in his prime. I feel like he could have still played.
Oh, for sure.
But, he was always getting double and triple teamed and all of that. So he just went on ahead and sat down. So I'm assuming that he feels like with Myles Garrett, like y'all can't double and triple team us both. So I'll be able to kind of do some more. Like this could be fun. This could be. So for that part, I'm not even mad about it. I understand it. But from a competition standpoint,
It's not fair.
that ain't fair. Like, what are we doing? So y'all gonna have Myles Garrett? That's just illegally running it up. I feel like the people, whoever had the block on the Lakers when they tried to get Chris Paul,
they need
and
to
all
get
of
that block back up.
They need to go ahead and block it on back. How y'all?
That's not fair.
That's not fair. Myles Garrett and Aaron Donald.
That's not fair.
That's not gonna work. That ain't gonna work.
Now, if you want to come
That ain't
back, you
gonna
can
work.
come to us.
Right. But no, he won't. And then the Super Bowl this year will be played in California. So these are all things that are enticing to return. So I just say that to say we don't know what he's going to do yet, but there have been talks, there have been discussions. If he does come back, I don't see him being like Myles Garrett being out there all the time. He'll be more situational, but still.
If he's on the
Aaron
roster,
Donald,
I'm angry.
Myles Garrett on third down.
That is crazy.
I'm glad we in the AFC. So we only got to worry about this in the preseason because we played the Rams in the preseason.
Yeah.
And then if we see you in the Super Bowl, which I fully expect, Chiefs, don't let me down. Y'all need to be in the Super Bowl. And the Rams, I said it on the too early to call.
Yeah, we said that.
If they get Aaron Donald, then just call it. They go. They go into the Super Bowl. But yeah, so we gonna see. There's that. Let me know, y'all, in the comments what y'all think. Y'all here for the reunion or not? I'm gonna say no. Aaron,
I'm gonna say no.
We just need you to root from the stands, okay? We're one real quick thing on him, because I always like to leave you with something so y'all know, in case you didn't know about this boy Aaron Donald. During his career, 2014 through 2023, he recorded 111 sacks, 543 total tackles, with 340 of those being solo tackles, okay? 176 tackles for loss, and 24 forced fumbles across 154 regular season games. So that boy is balling.
A monster.
And he is widely considered to be one of the best defensive players in NFL history. So he is definitely going to the Hall, okay? So more to come on that. We'll see. Moving right along, the Seattle Seahawks, they were sold for an NFL record amount of money, okay? They've officially been sold for $9.6 billion.
That's insane.
With a B, $9.6 billion. And this was a group led by the 49ers, actually. Their limited partner, Vinod Khosla. So he's who purchased the franchise. And this wasn't a sale because of financial things. They weren't trying to do that. This was a requirement of the estate by the late owner, Paul Allen. So he actually passed away back in 2018, and his sister Jody, she became the trustee of his estate and had ownership within the team. And so his plan has specifically directed that both the Seattle Seahawks and the Portland Trail Blazers would be eventually sold. And so what's even more impressive about that is that the dollars from those sales were designated to support his charitable foundations. So that money is going to charity from the sale of the team, which is actually pretty dope. So this is actually the richest NFL sale in history. And it also, like I said, goes towards a philanthropic cause. So that's kind of dope. And like I said, the Trailblazers were already sold.
Yeah. Wow.
So there's
Why do people do that, though? Why do rich people do that? When they do, you need to sell my stuff and you need to give it to charity. And it happens a lot with rich people. They don't leave their money to their families. And I don't.
Well, hopefully something. If he got that much money to give
I
to
hope
charity,
so,
then
but
he
some
probably got
don't.
some other money in the back somewhere.
Yeah, some don't, though. They leave everything, and I'm just like, dang, your family can't eat.
I know. I was gonna say that's a lot.
Yeah,
that's why it's like I'm assuming.
I hope so.
There's the legacy left for the family, but that's a lot for charity too. So that's dope. A few more quick updates, and then I'm gonna pass it on because we gonna be out of here. So the Colts quarterback Daniel Jones, he's officially been cleared for all football activities after recovering from his Achilles injury from last season. Giants wide receiver Malik Neighbors, he underwent another knee procedure to remove some scar tissue, and he could miss the first 4 to 5 games of the 2026 season. We'll see what happens there. Once again, free agent wide receiver Stephon Diggs, he made headlines after saying on socials that he believes he's the best number 2 receiver in all of football. He had a really pretty good season last year. I still contend to the fact that, you can come on over to death row. I think that he probably wants more money than what we can give, maybe.
We ain't got no monies.
We ain't got that, but we can get you a chip. That's the best we can do, okay? Yeah. So we'll see where he lands, but he's still free. We're about to go into training camp. So we'll see what happens with him. And then the last thing I want to touch on, Keena, Lamar Jackson. So last week I talked about the NFL Top 100 and how people were slowly trickling in. Lamar, number 69.
Excuse me?
Number 69 on the NFL Top 100 list. What's going on?
Why are y'all doing this voting?
This is once again a list by the play. So the first one, when I talk about the top 10 quarterbacks, that's from like NFL scouts, coaches, executives.
And this is the players.
This is the players, okay? And I don't know. I feel like they vote before. I don't know if it's before the playoffs or is it in December. I need to double check when they actually submit their votes. But he went from number 2 last year.
That is
number 2 in 2025.
Was the year that bad?
69. So I'm glad you asked that. Okay. For the last 2 years, so the 2024 season, which gave him the number 2 vote in 2025, he had 4,172 yards, 41 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions, and a league leading 119.6 passer rating. Okay. And I feel like that's the season actually that Lamar that they gave Josh Allen the MVP.
Yes.
Which was debatable. So when we talk about the head-to-head, Josh Allen has only 1 league MVP. That probably should have been Lamar's based on the numbers. But because Lamar won it the year before, they said, let's
let's not
Spread
do
the
it back to
love.
back. Like, whatever.
Right. So that's what he did in 2024. Then last season, he only played 13 games due to injury. He threw for 2,549 yards, 21 TDs, 7 interceptions, and he had a passer rating of 103.8. So that is a change. Also, we know Lamar is a big runner. 2024, he had 915 rushing yards, which was great. 4 rushing TDs and averaging 6.3 yards a carry. 2025, he only had 349 rushing yards, 5.2 a carry, and only 2 rushing touchdowns. So as I mentioned, I feel like that drop off was due to injury, because even though he played some of those games, he wasn't at his best. So I ain't about to be running all around when I got a nagging hamstring injury, but I just feel like it's kind of crazy. Number 2 to 69
is like a huge drop.
Drake?
Like,
what?
That's insane to me. 2 to 69? Why are y'all doing
I don't
this?
know what y'all doing. Like, I feel like on my top quarterback list, like if you asked me who are my top 5 going in, I'm of course going with Patrick Mahomes.
Duh.
Number 2 for me it could be Lamar.
Yeah.
Now
for
there's
sure.
an argument to be made. It could be Josh Allen or Lamar, but to me, I just, based on the numbers, what we've done, we talk about, you may say, well, Josh Allen's had, more playoff games or whatever, whoop-de-whoop, but what has that gotten him? Nobody has a Super Bowl between the two of them. Lamar Jackson has more league MVPs. Like, so I don't know what we're looking at. Like I said, if we talk about last year, you're right. Lamar Jackson wasn't cooking like he normally does last year. But 69?
No.
I don't know.
No. I know, and the answer is no. The answer is no. That's too much of a drop.
That's a huge
opinion.
drop. I understand the drop, but so it's like, who's next? Who's gonna be the next quarterback on there? Look, they're gonna be Patrick Mahomes coming in at 52.
Let me tell you how I'm knocking a bunch of stuff over, because I know you are not playing with me. Oh my gosh.
So we're gonna see what else happened, but 69. So that concludes my
that definitely
my report
concludes
for today.
You had a lot of just mess, a lot of just ridiculousness that was coming from the NFL today.
Yeah, it's like, that's whatever personal opinions or feelings y'all have, that's cool.
Yeah,
like, that's part of it. You
sure.
root for but I need y'all to be consistent on y'all criterion. If it's gonna be one thing, then let it be one thing across the board. If it ain't, then just say that. Just say, I don't care about none of that. I'm just saying what I want to say.
Yep.
But don't make it seem like y'all know what y'all talking about when you don't. Because you don't.
Well, you don't.
69. Come on.
Oh my God.
Lamar? Okay, sorry.
That's okay, because I don't understand that. And I know my son Carter is a Lamar fan, huge, and I know he is hot about this, because number one, it doesn't make any sense. I could see if he just had a horrible year and he fell way off, but that is still Lamar Jackson, and y'all playing on that man's name,
right? And it's one season. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, and like I said, maybe that's what they looking. If you're only looking at last season, then I still think 69 is low, but
it is.
But I just don't understand, y'all. Y'all got to fill me in. So if anybody got the tea on what's the voting ballot look like what we taking into consideration, and put me up.
Yeah, let us know.
I don't know,
because we don't.
All right, that's what I got, girl.
All right, let's move on to those ladies in the league. So I'm gonna do power rankings this week. I didn't do them last week. So in power rankings, the Lynx are staying at that number 1 spot. They are not moving. Olivia Miles is playing just outstanding. I watched her play the other night. She had like 32 points, and this is a rookie, y'all, a baby in the league, and she out there doing it all.
When you got it, you got it.
You do, and she definitely has. And remember, I talked about Holly trying to tell her she didn't know what she was talking about. She knows. So Holly, I need a retraction. Apologize to that girl, because she out here doing it. Then the Aces, of course, they're still at number 2. The Valkyries at number 3. The Wings have moved up into number 4 spot, and the Fever into number 5. As y'all can see, my Dream Girls are no longer up there, and we'll talk about that later. This is it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. So let's get into the All-Star reserves, because they were finally announced. I'll start off with the ones that I said last week I felt were snubs. So we do have the 3 Dream Girls. We have Ryan Howard, Alicia Gray, and Angel Reese. And then we also have Marina Mabry and Kelsey Plum. Not sure if Kelsey will play, though, because she has been injured. Others that are in the All-Star reserves pool, we have Sonia Citron of the Mystics, one of my favorites, Jackie Young of the Aces, Courtney Williams of the Lynx. We got to see her play. Jonquel Jones of the Liberty. Nneka Ogumake with the Sparks. Kiki Iriafen with the Mystics. And Dominique Malonga with the Seattle Storm, which she's coined as baby, like Wemby. She's the female Wemby. But those are all the reserves. So there's still some snubs that I feel like, I know everybody can. There's not enough spots for everybody, but I'm going to get into the 4 that I felt like could have made the list. Okay. So we have Brittany Sykes of the Toronto Tempo. She's having a great year. Top 10 scorer and elite defender, but she did get injured. So I think that kind of made a difference in the voting for her because she hasn't played in a little while. So therefore, that happens, even though Kelsey's still up there. But Kelsey, when she got injured, she was number 2 scorer in the league. So there's a difference. A little bit different. Then we have AT. We have Alyssa Thomas. She leads the league in assists, and she's still one of the most versatile defenders in the WNBA. She's very healthy. But, I think it's her team. Like, they're not doing very well at all, so that may play into it. If y'all remember.
But it shouldn't, though.
But this is her.
It should be
like
individual. Yeah.
Right, because there's other people that have made the list whose teams aren't doing very well either. I'm hoping this has nothing to do with the issue of with her and Caitlin Clark, that issue that happened that maybe caused people not to vote for her. But you never know. People are petty. Yeah. I'm one of them. I'm petty. So I get it. But hopefully that wasn't the reason, because she has been an all-star forever, and it just sucks.
Yep, politics and that sense, they play a factor.
Yep. And then Veronica Burton, she's been a standout for the Valkyries. I remember watching her in Unrivaled, and they played the 1v1 tournament. She went against Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams never even got to touch the ball. It was a straight 8-0, a loss, a L. Like, she didn't even touch the ball. Because she's that type of player, her motor is crazy. But, if maybe there's an injury that happens, like I said, Kelsey may not play. Hopefully, maybe she'll get to move into that spot. Then we have Kalia Copper. She's averaging over 20 points a game. And she also plays for the Phoenix Mercury like AT, so maybe there was something there. She was an all-star last year, but you never know. So who knows? But those are some that I felt like could move into a position if someone's injured, or except for Brittany, because she's still injured. But who knows? Maybe. I don't know. It's voting. We've talked about voting on all sides.
That's what I was going to say. It just is what it is when it comes to that.
Nothing we can do. And everybody can't make it. There's not enough slots for everyone.
Right, because there's talented people. Like, anybody that's in the league is great, because there's so many people that don't make it. Yeah. But it is kind of head scratching sometimes when it's
sometimes,
how, Sway? Like, what?
Sometimes I'll be wanting to get in people's brains and
just
walk
really,
around and see what y'all think, or is there anything there at all?
Sometimes I think that sometimes it's that. Yeah. And then other times, like I said, the politics of it all, it's just, it's frustrating.
I get it. Yeah. So, Sunday night, I tuned in to watch the Fever and the Aces game. I was ready to see. It wasn't no game. Number one, Asia was back playing. She had played the game before that, so they were trying to see if Caitlin was going to play. She played. The Fever just cooked the Aces in this game. It was insane. It was 109-75. Now, I will say the Aces did play on a back-to-back. I get that. But there is no excuse for this. Kelsey Mitchell, the best player on the Indiana Fever. Say it with me, y'all. Let's be real. 38 points in this game. Don't play with Kelsey. Scores on all levels. Like, she is the X factor to me and to a lot of people for the Fever. So stop playing on her name, because she is that girl. So for Vegas, it was rough from the very beginning. Like, the defense never settled in. They had too many turnovers. Even the MVP face of the league herself, Asia, could not get them back into it. So this was a statement win for the Fever. So it's back to the drawing board for the Aces, because they lost to them the last game as well.
Listen,
any given night.
That's what I said. And then sometimes certain teams just match up in a way that it's always close, or, Now, when it comes to the postseason, then we're going to see what it's hitting for. Because sometimes that regular season is different.
And they beat them in the Aces beat them in the postseason last year, but not by very much. So
this could be redemption for
for sure.
I mean, they got the breaks.
It was
beat off of them. Like
BTA. Okay.
It was what it was. Okay?
It was not.
They never got out the blocks.
I just started. I was watching. I just started reading because
Eek.
I cannot.
Eek. Yeah, they got to get it together before the postseason.
It was rough.
Honey.
Speaking of getting it together, though, my Dream Girls got it together Monday night. They have lost before that game. They had lost 6 of their last 7 games. It was rough.
Yeah,
it was
on
rough.
the slide.
It was rough, but they got that W Monday night, and y'all know who was the star of the show? My girl Angel Reese, honey, her 16th double-double of the season. She had 23 points and 13 rebounds, 3 steals. Let me tell you something. Y'all talk about Angel Reese missing layups and blah, blah, blah. She went 7 for 11, and when she got to that free throw line, she went 8 for 8. So
I'm still just kind of shocked that she wasn't a first round vote on the
starters.
Yes, she's literally one of the, like. Now I'm not saying she's the best player in the league,
Right, for sure.
But in terms of what she's done for the sport,
what she brings to the game,
yes, it's mind-boggling to me.
It's disrespectful, but hey, you know. I don't know, but she wasn't the only one doing it. Alicia Gray had 20 points. Jordan Canada had 16 points and 9 assists. And then Ryan Howard came in with 11 points and 5 rebounds. Atlanta shot 49% from the field, which is good.
Okay.
And they went 20 for 23 from the line with Angel taking up those
good.
8. Dominated the glass and gathered 17 turnovers from the Sparks. And that turned into 21 points. So
Sparks, yeah.
I know.
That's my mama's time.
Yeah, they lost. It was an amazing game because the score ended up being, I think it was 99 to 90. No, 101 to 92. So it wasn't like a blowout. It went back and forth most of this game. NECA had 19 points. Erica Wheeler had 20 points. Ray Burrell had 18. But it was those rebounds and second chance points. Now, who does that? That's Angel Reese. Mm-hmm. And she was talking her mess to somebody on the sideline, going off. Because they were running their mouths. That's another thing we talked about. Y'all need to be quiet over there. You are a fan. You paid to come to this game. Now, they were there to watch the other team, but still be respectful. And, of course, it was a man. Men always want to get sassy with women. I don't get it. I don't
like it.
You ain't playing.
I don't like it.
I don't think a man should speak to a woman in any type of negative way. Pause.
What time is it? 30. Well, that's never happened.
What was it?
I had a phone call come through my computer. Sorry, y'all.
Man, it don't even matter. That is a part of life when your phone is ringing on your computer
I'm up here
while you are recording.
Okay. And
Girl,
then that mug start ringing. I said, okay, that's new.
It's okay. Anyway,
shout out to Apple, I guess.
Hey, they was like, you ain't gonna answer on the phone. We're gonna call on a computer.
Yeah, because I'm like, I got what it's like. This one's silent. So, but your computer ringer ain't off. Your computer sound ain't off.
I love real moments like this. I don't think that should be taken out. I think that is just a real moment because we are real people here.
Oh, shucks.
Okay. Anyway, let's get back to it. I'm about to go off a little bit.
What? Oh, so this is your turn. Go ahead.
Yeah,
look.
I'm about to go off.
I already had my moment. Come on, Keena. What you got?
Sophie Cunningham. Like I'm stressed even thinking about it. And I'm gonna say this. If we are ranking players from 1 to, let's say there's 175 WNBA players, she is 175 for me. And I hate to say that because she's from Columbia, Missouri. She played at Mizzou. But she is coined as MAGA Barbie, number 1.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
No.
No, you said no. I don't care where you went to school. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
My question is, why is she getting an Adidas player exclusive shoe? So a couple of weeks ago, there was this big mess with her when the AT and Caitlin Clark issue happened. Mm-hmm. She started pointing, and this has been a meme of her pointing at Dewana Bonner, just pointing, like just I thought it was disgusting. Mm-hmm. She's gotten so much like play off of this. She went viral for this. So therefore she was at the went viral for pointing is crazy. She was at the UFC match. She was the ring girl. She's doing all this extra stuff. So Adidas decided to give her a player exclusive shoe. A player exclusive shoe of someone whose career stats are 8 points a game, 2 rebounds a game, and 1 assist a game. This is who y'all gave a player exclusive shoe to. And I'm talking to you, Candace Parker, because Candace Parker is the president of women's basketball at Adidas.
Hello.
And Candace Parker, taking nothing from who she is as a player, one of the greatest to ever play the game, but her mouth has been a little slick lately.
Yeah, what's going on?
She's talked kind of down about Angel Reese a few times. She's talked down about other players in the league while uplifting Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, who she has a show with, which is kind of suspect because you're still playing and y'all talking about players that are currently playing in the league. I feel like that's just too much, and not negatively, not positively. So I guess Candace thought this was great because she's Team Fever and gave this child a shoe. When there's Chelsea Gray that's sitting right there that is an Adidas athlete, where's her shoe? Where's her shoe?
This goes back to what I was saying, Keena. There are politics and favorites, and I got my list, and I got my, and it's frustrating when that happens. But it's like, what can you do? Besides, like you said, call it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But people are going to do what they're going to do. And that's the crazy part. There's so many people, like you said, that are more deserving, or that, you know, they didn't put their skin in the game where it's like, yeah, you should have a shoe. But it comes down to politics. If they think, oh, she's more popular or whatever, like they just want to make money at the end of the day.
That is. And they know people going to buy it.
Viral, and she's making all these rounds, doing all these appearances, then they just trying to cash in on the gravy train. So that's essentially what I look at it as.
Yeah.
But it doesn't, like you said, take away from the fact of what are we doing? No. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what happened. Like,
you got somebody that brings crumbs to the game, and you're giving her a shoe? When there's women out here working their butts off in this league that don't get the recognition they deserve, and you're going to give this woman a shoe? Number one, the shoe looks like a pink eraser that we used to use in school. It's not
we need the picture of the shoe.
We'll add the picture of the shoe because it's not even a cute shoe. I'm not buying it.
And that's people say the term good guys finish last and all of that, which I believe in being a good person and doing the right things, because I think that all comes back to you. You reap what you sow. So, but I do see why people say that. It'd be like the people that be out here jibbing the most. It's like they be getting and doing.
Yep.
Meanwhile, the people that are fully actually deserving are having to wait longer, wait for their time.
Fairness is just not a thing sometimes in sports. So, but y'all can give us your thoughts in the comments or anything like that.
You buying the shoes?
I said
y'all buying the shoes? You got it? You gonna be there when it drop?
You buying the pink eraser? Then that's fine. I'm not. Anyway, I'm done with the ladies. We'll move on to the men. I only have one thing to talk about for the NBA, and that is Bam Adebayo versus Tyler Hero. So former Heat teammates, because Tyler Hero just got traded to the Milwaukee Bucks, got into a physical altercation in Vegas. So when the alert popped up, it said Bam struck Hero. Number one, don't say that. Don't say struck. Just say he hit him. Don't say struck. So I guess they were in Vegas. I think Tyler Hero's AAU team was playing or something like that. Bam confronted him after seeing things. What? This was happened. What happened is, evidently Tyler has a burner account on social media. Yes. KD also is known to do this. KD is known to have a burner account as well. Talking about Bam Adebayo, talking about he ain't this, he ain't that, and blah, 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 that everything was all about him and all of that. So once the trade happened, these things started coming out to the public. Mm-hmm. And I guess that's when Bam saw it. So you've been playing against this man for all this time, and you've been talking about this man behind his back because they value Bam. Bam had that 83-point game, and you was mad? This is crazy. Because, so Bam was like, hey, talk, mess, get hit. It ain't really mess. Y'all know what word goes in there.
Yeah.
But that's what happened. So
messed around and found out.
He sure did. He sure did, because Bam is gigantic. Number one, Tyler's not. I mean, he's not small by any means, but he ain't on Bam's level. And Bam had enough. Because number one, how you my boy and my buddy and my teammate and talking about me? That's crazy, insane.
Dang.
So Tyler just struck. What is that? Is it lightning?
That means put the pause on him.
Maybe he did hit like fast as lightning. Struck her. Bam said enough is enough. But yeah, so now Tyler Hero's just talking about. I don't think so. He's trying to move past it. He said he's trying to move past it because he know he was in the wrong.
Yeah,
and
that's okay. Keena, I know I'm taking a sidebar, but this is completely related.
Yeah.
So let me be clear and say I am not an advocate for anybody putting their hands on nobody.
Right. We don't condone violence.
Putting their hands on nobody. You can talk about it. You can walk away. You can do. But this is what I will say. If you are running your mouth on somebody, their family, their mama, their kids, whatever, and you doing all of this, and then you come face to face with somebody and think you still going to be talking, you can't be surprised if things escalate and get physical. That's all that I'm saying.
That's true.
If you want to go and talk crazy and do things, then you just have to keep in the back of your mind that somebody may pop off on me. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
You may get struck.
Let's not be a victim. Yeah, and it sounds like he's not being a victim.
He's just gonna
But I just had to say that because we've just seen it all too many times. It's like, what did you expect? Like,
people have feelings and people get heated.
Yeah. And everybody don't handle their anger the same way. So you can't be just, if you ain't ready for the smoke, then don't start it. That's all I'm saying.
Don't start none, won't be none.
Won't be none. Exactly. He found out today.
Sorry.
What it was about. So hopefully they can get past it. But yeah, I just had to say that. Like, you got to be prepared.
Yep. I get it. All right. Well, that's all we got for the weekly rundown. We done talked a lot.
One thing too, what you got? NBA.
What you got?
LeBron. It ain't we don't know yet. But I've heard that he's limited to the 2 teams. It's gonna be Golden State or Cleveland.
Well, yeah, I mean those were his
probably we knew that.
Yeah.
But of course, and his name I'm looking at his face. Green.
Draymond?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was saying, he had to put his bid in because they homies, and so I feel like he probably gonna end up going there.
And then I will be okay with that. If you go to Cleveland, I'm gonna be mad.
But I feel like we probably about to find out.
I hope so. He was speaking of LeBron. He went to all 3 shows of Jay-Z. He went to all three of them. Draymond went with him the first night. Rob got a video of him the third night because Rob went Sunday, and he was having the time of his life.
Man, I don't even want to talk about it. I'm sorry.
I know.
I heard it was so dope. Pharrell was there.
I thought about you when he came out 2 nights. He came out the second night and the third night. The third night they had everybody. I'm so glad my husband and my cousin went to that one because they had Rihanna, they had Beyonce. Yeah. Jeezy canceled his show to be there on that stage. Yeah, Jada Kiss, Fat Joe, everybody. Dream came out there with his cane. Everybody was out there. Usher was even there. Usher had a day off from his tour. He was there on that stage.
That's crazy. Like, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm happy they got to go.
I'm happy because I'm going to just talk about my husband real quick. He is about Jay-Z the way I am about Beyonce. We do not play when it comes to those Carters. So I'm just so glad he was able to be there and experience that. He said it was the best concert he's ever been to. And I'm glad he went, because let me tell you, he don't do a lot for himself. Like, for me, he'll do the world. Or for the boys, he'll do the world. He'll buy. Like, when we go to the Lakers games and stuff like that, he don't go. He buys the tickets.
Just for y'all
He went this last time when we went to L.A., but usually he doesn't go to the games. Y'all go, y'all have a good time. So I'm glad
that he did something he wanted to do.
Shout out to my husband, Robert.
I said, look, Hosey should have went with him.
He should have went with him.
Man, 6 hours though.
Yeah, it was a delay. It was a 4-hour delay.
People that was asleep. And yes. I would have been like so mad. I said, "Ooh, what if people had to leave for some reason?" I said, "Hopefully, y'all can work it out."
I don't even know if they could leave. I have no clue.
But you want me to come back? Yeah. If you left.
No.
So that's what I meant. Like if somebody was like, "Well, I only have a sitter till this time," you're gonna have to. Hey, I'm gonna pay you extra because I gotta see this. Like I'm all in now. 6 hours. I
ain't going nowhere.
I'm leaving with something.
Yes.
You hear me? 6 hours.
And you gonna leave? But I do understand sometimes you have to.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like if it was a situation where they just can't, that was devastating. 4 hours. Because you would think you'd be done in 6 hours.
And the 4-hour delay wasn't on Jay. Y'all have to understand that the 4-hour delay was because people don't know how to act, and people were bum rushing the workers to get in. That's crazy. And I'm sure it was people that didn't have tickets. Because Rob said it was just people standing in the aisles. Yeah, because workers weren't there because it was past their time. Like, they weren't getting overtime. When their time was up, they left.
Whoa.
I would have stayed and enjoyed the show, but
I would have too.
But
I
it's
definitely
like,
would have stayed.
I'm sure there were people in there that didn't have tickets because of this issue.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to those that got to see it. It's dope.
Yeah.
Jay-Z need to do another one.
He
So we
is.
can
He
go.
gonna be in LA and then he gonna be overseas.
Tell him that, well, I ain't going overseas. No time.
Yeah, I understand. Me neither.
That would be nice,
It would
but
be.
just it ain't about to happen in the next couple months. So I mean,
Right, that's
domestically,
That's
come
true.
on somewhere where I can.
Yeah, I get it. So we are going to get right into our replay and receipts. And Sharon, let's talk about what you did.
So I went to the World Cup game,
She
the
did.
final. Shout out to Hisense Sports. You know, they are a television company and stuff, so they were like one of the official sponsors. And I got these great tickets from them.
Great
so shout out to
seats.
them. It just was a time. Now y'all know I've been to a World Cup game already this season, 2 of them, but this one was dope because this was like the last one, and like I actually got to like take a load off and
Yeah.
have like, do you know what I mean? Like for me, y'all know football is my jam. You know, I'll watch basketball and all that. I am not the biggest soccer fan. I'm not gonna sit up here and hold y'all and be like, I know everything about this team, that team, that
Yeah.
team. I don't. However, I just love sports in general, and this game was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good. And I'm like, what's going on with it? So the atmosphere, y'all can see if y'all are watching on YouTube, this is just a little video of what I put online. The fans are out of control, but in the best way. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's from all over the country. And like I was saying earlier, people are just coming to have a good time.
Yes.
Of course they want their team to win, but like at least my interactions, I'm sure there's been fights or skirmishes or things other places, but it just was a good time. It was funny. People was laughing and
Yeah.
joking, the chants, like it's just a real crazy type of like unreal atmosphere. But there was a time when they thought that Argentina had scored and it was like this close.
Yeah.
Somebody had threw their hot dog.
Not through the glizzy.
Yeah, through the glizzy. Like, so, and not that that's funny, but it just was, like, it's just funny. Like, it's just part of the environment. It's like, everybody just out here.
Yeah.
And it's hype. So, that's, I would say, the biggest thing that I love the most is just being able to experience it with people from all over and just see
Yeah.
the differences. They came with the full piece band, honey. We had
Yes.
trombones.
Hold on. Let me talk to you about that because I was sitting at home watching this game and I was like, how dare y'all stop me from bringing a medium-sized Chanel bag in here when this man done brought a whole trombone in the stadium.
A full band. Okay.
I was hot.
Instruments and all, okay, and flags and everything. So yeah, but it was a really good time, and so I want to segue into that because y'all know Kansas City was a host city. That was our last game in the season of the World Cup. The World Cup is going to conclude this coming weekend. But I just want to tell y'all what Kansas City has accomplished during this World Cup. So the city officially wrapped the 6 matches this weekend, and more than 413,000 fans had attended matches at Kansas City Stadium. That's nearly 69,000 fans per game. Now, the capacity at Arrowhead is 416, somewhere in there. And we know they removed seats and things
Yeah.
to make the field bigger and all of that. They also removed some seats in the mid-level
Yeah.
to
saw
have
that.
like where the press boxes and things
Yeah.
were. So that's like capacity. Every game at Arrowhead, Kansas City Stadium. I'll say that, right? The Fan Festival at the National World War I Museum, they welcomed more than 300,000 visitors,
Wow.
representing approximately 150 countries. Kansas City also led U.S. television market in World Cup viewership. Another thing that gets overlooked, accomplishment of the World Cup here in Kansas City, we served as the official training base for 4 national teams. So we were tied
Yes.
with only one other host city for having the most base camps here. And we had Argentina and England, who are 2 of the final teams, by the way, and then Netherlands and Algeria. So that's actually dope to be one of the smallest, but still have that big of an
Yes.
impact. And then even after the final match, we still gonna have, like I mentioned, Argentina and England, New England here. I say New England, England here because they're proceeding on to the later matches. The economic impact, we kind of talked about that a bit. There are some businesses in Kansas City that didn't see the boom that they thought, you know,
Yeah.
but there are some that really did. Many local restaurants, bars, and businesses have reported revenues that were 3 to 4 times higher than normal during the tournament. So there was a little bit of economic stimulation there. And also because of the success of the World World Cup here in Kansas City. They're already pursuing additional international sporting events, including a bid to host matches during the 2031 Men's Rugby World Cup. That's a long time, but that's how it be. You know, you got to get on the list and put your bid in. So we'll see if we get that. But that's exciting. So shout out to the city of Kansas City. We did that. And with that, there's one more thing that's kind of exciting. So Kansas City is planning to permanently keep the World Cup Heart from FanFest. And that's on the screen now if y'all are watching it on YouTube. And they plan to integrate that for our Kansas City sports teams.
That's awesome.
So that giant illuminated World Cup heart, that it's a big photo op. Everybody wants to get in front of it, take pictures of it. They are actually moving that to the National World War I Museum and Memorial that overlooks the downtown skyline.
Oh,
so that's going to be dope. And what it'll do is going to be upgraded with some interactive features. So what they're going to do is connect it to Kansas City sports lighting system. It says allowing it to change colors for major moments. So red for Chiefs touchdowns.
Like Union Station.
Mm-hmm. Red for Chiefs touchdowns, blue for Royals home runs, and teal for KC Current goals. So that's kind of cool, isn't it?
I do love that.
And then visitors, they're going to be able to scan a QR code. They can view a digital collection of fan photos from the tournament. They're going to have a permanent viewing plaza to be built around that sculpture to create an even more better experience for the fans and people that want to come out and visit. And I think that's dope. Like, this is now a permanent fixture in the state of Kansas City from hosting the World Cup. It's super cute.
Yeah.
And then now we can use it for our sports. So Kansas City has shown that we are legitimately soccer capital.
Man, it is insane what Kansas City did. It's crazy what Kansas City did. And I feel like for me and you to be able to experience a World Cup game without coming out of pocket was a blessing for us.
It is.
Like, that's a core memory. A lot of people can't do that. Is. And I still think about the day I went, because it was like, like I said, I think I talked about, I'm always taking pictures and doing this and doing that. Let me get my picture close to the field or whatever. Didn't even do any of that because the vibes were just on another level. Like, I just enjoyed being around all these people from everywhere. That it was just so cool.
And then so many people came. I Show Speed, he was up there. We actually were sitting a couple of rows in front of his suite.
Yeah.
So he was there. You had the crew of Ted Lasso. They were there. So it just, Kansas City brought a lot of people out, man.
We did that.
That's what's up. Shout out to the city.
Shout out to us. Now, Sharon.
Uh-oh.
You know what time
it is? I mean,
it is time for our 30-second timeout. Are you ready? This one's not very hard at all. Okay.
Let's go.
Game day glitter nails or World Cup country flag nails?
Glitter nails.
Chiefs Kingdom roar or World Cup crowd chant?
Ooh, the World Cup was so fun, but I'm going to go with Chiefs Kingdom, baby.
Okay. Crop tee and sideline boots or jersey dress and sneakers?
Crop tee.
Mahomes magic or Messi magic?
Mahomes.
I know. Red Friday fit or World Cup fan section outfit?
Red Friday.
Sideline selfies or stadium tunnel selfies?
Ooh. I'm going to go with the sideline.
I figure.
Now, the World Cup, I'm telling you, that was so fun. The chants and stuff, they were going.
Yeah.
I don't know how long.
The whole game and after.
That's what I'm saying. And the little spiral concourse, girl. They was
beating that
going
thing up.
Forever. Like, it was over 30 minutes, like just the same. So that's something for the ages.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm a hometown girly. Like I love the football field.
I got one more question for you, and it's all just about fashion, and I just wanted to ask you because I know you would do both of these things. Okay. So pink puffer, like a vest or coat on the sidelines, or a red hot trench coat for Sunday night football.
Well, that's tough because I know my favorite color. One of my favorites is pink.
Right.
But I feel like a red trench would be dope. If you said pink, I think
just red hot. Is it red?
I thought you said red.
Sister says red hot,
but it could be if it's any color. Well, I'll still take the trench.
Okay,
I like a good trench coat.
I figure
that would be dope. That would be super cute.
I need to get a real good one. I don't have a real good one.
Those are good ones though. Like I said, you can't go wrong with Messi. And this might be his last World Cup.
Oh no, it is. Ain't no way.
I know
that man is elderly.
The GOAT.
Him and it was Ronaldo's last.
Yeah, that's what I said. Him and Ronaldo.
I think it was Neymar, I think it's his last. Everybody's
Yeah,
old.
I know. That's the sad thing. That's why I was like, but I just said, I watch more American football.
But you got Jude with England. He's only 23.
Yeah, it's a lot of emerging stars.
You got Mbappe.
We ain't even gonna get on that sensation. Okay,
we're not gonna get on none of that. Y'all talk about it in your group chat.
But yeah, so no, there's a lot of rising stars, and that's what makes it so dope. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? New people are gonna come and go, but it's always sad when you see the greats and stuff. They hanging it up. That's a sad day.
All right, girl. Let's go on to flag on the play. We got a couple today. You want me to go first?
You go ahead.
I had to type this up because I'm angry. I'm very angry. So we're going to talk about how the Congress coddles Caitlin Clark.
Uh-oh.
So members of Congress started
Members
jumping.
of
Congress. Like the people y'all be voting for or don't. They're like those people that should be worried about our states, our country, or worried about the WNBA, but really just worried about Caitlin Clark. So they have jumped into the WNBA to protect Caitlin Clark. This is embarrassing.
What?
I am truly disgusted by this. So it's the clearest sign that people who don't watch the league, never have, don't respect the league, and don't understand the league are suddenly trying to police the league because a superstar that they recognize is involved. So the WNBA has been very physical for 30 years. When I played regular high school basketball, it's very physical. Most women's sports are extremely physical. But now that Caitlin Clark is here, every foul is treated like a national emergency.
Physicality is part of the game. It's what makes it fun. No, we're not saying take somebody's head off and
Exactly.
injure nobody. But yeah, you want to see people physical and passionate.
Exactly. So it's not support that we're seeing from Congress. It's coddling, like I said. And it sends a message that the league's competitiveness is a problem instead of the strength of the league. Worse, it erases the women that built this league long before she came into it. And now it frames their intensity as bullying instead of basketball. Congress stepping in doesn't help the game.
So what they trying to do?
I don't know. I don't know what they expect to happen. Like, you're going to get arrested for a foul. And then she, like, this past weekend when they were playing the Aces, she got called for a foul against Chelsea Gray. And it replayed over and over and everybody watched it. She got called for the foul. After the ball went into the net, she suddenly collapsed to her knees and started holding her stomach. So they replayed it over and over.
And didn't.
But like Chelsea didn't hit her in the stomach, didn't touch her or anything. So knowing that this is happening,
a Vlade Diva, you flopping?
Yeah, I mean,
Vlade, I know it's
worse than him. Worse than him. But you know that this type of rhetoric is going on, and then you play into it by falling for nothing, and then getting up and yelling and screaming at the refs. To the point that they got scared and did an official review to see nothing. After she done cussed them in their faces, which should have been a technical foul.
That's what I was going to say. You can't just be all up in the ref's face. They going to throw that. Like,
they don't do it often with her. She gets away with so much. And this is really bad for the game. We like watching basketball. We don't like watching mess. And then for Congress to come in and undermine the league, everybody don't need to be a part of what's going on in the league. Watch it or don't. But trying to put something in place that I don't know what would do to a player. What are y'all going to do?
What's the proposal?
You're trying to pass something.
So they didn't come in and just wave the finger or not. They're saying like we are about to
like if you
implement some rules or some safeguards in place.
Basically, if y'all don't get it together, we're going to start putting in laws for Caitlin Clark.
No.
Yes.
Not even.
Yes.
What?
Yep.
Child. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that is something that grinded my gears.
And listen to me. Listen, because you just made me think of something. When we talk about the inequities and how, like I said, I'm not trying to make everything about race. But there are some things that are about race. That's just the country we live in. Like, accept it or not, I'm black, so I can speak on it. Y'all, people be so quick to say, well, they doing this or people's cheating. Like, with the whole, Chiefs and the refs thing.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about the whole tuck rule that was invented to protect Tom Brady. Like, we get all of these rules. We don't want to, we talk about how they changed the playoff rules because Josh Allen had a conniption about it. But the same thing happened to Patrick Mahomes year 4 and they didn't change it. I'm just saying, why? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what brought this about? Is she the first player that
took a hard foul?
That took a hard foul, that didn't have, like, we literally just saw Wemby almost take somebody's head off with his shoulders.
Jalen Brunson's head off.
Right. And we didn't get no statement from the Congress about that.
No, they don't care about that.
So that's what I don't understand. I can understand if it was just a thing where they were just really on her, like if it just was something that's like, what's going on,
and
out
it's
here?
only happening, nobody else is getting
and
fouled,
nobody else was
hard.
Then it's like, yeah, okay, we gotta do something, but that's not the case.
I would never expect for Congress
That's
to
what
come
I'm
in.
saying. Like we said before, ain't there other things that are more pressing? Leave this to the people that live in this culture and that understand it. You can't be coming from the outside of the club talking about what's going on inside the club and you don't understand and you ain't seen all the other stuff. Just stay out of it.
Please, we don't need,
because I'm not for nobody getting bullied or that's not what I'm saying at all. But we know sports are sports. There's going to be competitiveness. It's going to be chippy. We going to be talking. I'm going to be in your face. People going to be pushing off a little bit. Just don't get caught. We know those things happen. But to just now we about to implement a law because we tired of Caitlin Clark complaining about physicality in the game.
And
get physical back then.
Got to get in the weight room first. But the like, issue is with that happening and this little play that happened this Sunday, Chelsea Gray got a hate message where she was called an ugly N-word. Now, let me tell you about the people of the internet. Let me tell you about my people of the internet. They got to find this man. They got to find his job, which he no longer has, because don't play with us. Don't be disrespectful. This is basketball.
Girl,
and these are the type of people that ride with her. So this is what happens.
Just go up, for a second,
and you're making it worse by trying to step in and protect her. This is basketball.
Yeah, and I think, and that's why I said what I said. I'm not trying to pull that card,
right?
But the card is applicable at times, and this is what I'm saying. People can say and do what they want to do to the black players and the athletes and all of that, but don't you go messing with the golden child.
Don't you do it.
Now we go, so it needs to be equity across the board. And unfortunately, we are still living in a country that there is not equity for all genders and races and all those things. But we going to speak on it when we see it. And that's messed up. And this ain't no disrespect to Caitlin Clark or whatever. Like, they doing what they going to do. I'm sure she didn't petition Congress to do these things. But I'm just saying, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What is this?
A mess.
That was a good flag on the play. Like, throw all the flags.
All of them. Yeah, all of them.
The bucket of them.
Yes.
Just throw them all out there.
But what you got a flag on the play.
I do, because we talking about soccer, baby. So, Argentina. Now, the Argentina Football Association is under a federal investigation. So this is where my flag on the play is going. So the FBI and the U.S. Department of Justice are conducting a financial investigation into allegations involving hundreds of millions of dollars that reportedly moved through American banks and Florida-based companies. Now, according to investigators, tens of millions of dollars in transactions currently lack clearly documented business purposes. Authorities are also examining approximately $40 million that allegedly moved through Florida shell companies with little or no legitimate business activity. Okay, the investigation includes reported luxury spending using Federation-linked corporate accounts. So somebody running it up on the soccer federations, on the football federation's dime, and we don't know what they spending it on. Investigators are reviewing purchases that allegedly included high-end shopping at Gucci and Prada, luxury salon services in South Beach, and vacations in Rome, honey. They out here living a life. Living the dang life. Now, it's important, as I always say, I'm going to let y'all know, these are allegations.
Right.
Nobody is guilty. We're not saying that they done it. This is what the allegations are, and an investigation is underway to determine if that is the case or if it's not, and they got this all wrong, okay? The Argentine Football Association has denied wrongdoing, and no criminal convictions have been made. The investigation at this point is focused entirely on the federation's finances, and this investigation here has no impact whatsoever on Argentina's players, its national team or the World Cup competition. So we going on as usual. Argentina gonna do their thing. However, the federation could be in some trouble. Okay.
Man.
Now, if federal prosecutors eventually secure convictions, those found guilty could face lengthy prison sentences, substantial financial penalties, forfeiture of assets, extradition requests, because we know they're in another country, but because the money went through USA banks, then USA has jurisdiction. And so that's why they looking into it. Now they can, if somebody's found guilty, they can try to extradite. It's going to be up to Argentina or whatever if they want to comply and send them back. If they don't want to send them, then that just means you can't show your face in USA because you're going to be arrested. Because they not, to my knowledge, they not going. Maybe they will go over there and get them. I don't know if you can do that. Go across the country and get people. We don't know. That's going real deep into it.
I don't know.
But that's just the potential outcomes if they were to be found guilty. What could happen? And of course, in addition to that, a lifetime ban from FIFA. Yeah. So that's a big deal. So we'll continue to see what happens. But this has potential to be a significant deal in soccer investigations since the FIFA corruption case more than a decade ago. Yeah. So
it's always a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. That's we going to Rome somewhere. We shopping.
Y'all living the life. Tag me in.
I don't be tagged in because they recouping.
Well, yeah, I don't want to be tagged in to be arrested.
But I see what you're saying. It's like,
but I like to have fun. I like to travel. I like nice things. I like money.
They was kicking it.
Ooh.
Allegedly. So we'll see.
We shall see. That was
flag on the play.
Okay.
Happy World Cup.
Well, let's get into the tunnel fits. Let's go somewhere else. Let's get into the tunnel fits of this week. And we have Odyssey Sims. These are all WNBA players, by the way. So Odyssey Sims.
Listen, we smile in the bottom right now. If you can see my face, it's just a little.
It's a no for me, dog. I don't like it. I don't like the skirt.
The cut of the
I don't. Now, Odyssey body is tea. Them abs are everything. Oh, yeah, you can see them. But this denim skirt set.
Yeah, it's giving. Was it late 90s or
I was gonna 2000s say that.
Maybe? Like, so y'all, if y'all ain't looking, it's dark blue. So it's like the dark blue denim.
Yeah.
And it just ain't. I don't even know. Y'all know what the skirts were like. You know, the shorts in the back, and then you got the skirt.
Yeah,
in the
and we
front,
have those these days,
and that's fine.
But don't look like this.
I just don't like. It's a nah.
You don't even got nothing to say. It's just like, and then we have the socks with the boots, and it's just.
I ain't feeling it too much.
No. What did that lady say on Get Out? No.
Right.
No. And that is what this is giving. Get Out. Next we have Asia Wilson, and I love everything about this.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I love the pants, the crop top with the stomach in shape.
Yes.
Like, this is a win for me. This is the best one.
The shirt says "Protecting My Peace," and I need that shirt. But Asia, this
outfit.
Is fire. Like, and these are like a sweatpant material, but the way they are dressed up with the heels and everything. Oh, I love it.
They're like, it's like so many pockets. 1, 2, 3,
75
pockets.
No.
Like, it's so many pockets. They're gray pants. They almost look like sweatpants almost. But just the way the fit of it is, like, it's super cute. And then she's got the white heels, the white crop top, the glasses. I'm here for it. What they say, 2 snaps, you know.
So for the first one, hated it. And
right.
Then it's like,
yes. Look, you left me.
Hated it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, girl.
2 snaps and a Z or whatever.
Yeah, we gotta come up with it. Like,
I love it.
Yeah, the middle one is the winner.
And then we have Michaela Onyenwere, and it's cute. What I don't like is that little flower on that jacket.
Where the flower at?
You don't see that little flower
by
the belt? Yeah, I don't like that little flower.
So for me, like we said, this ain't the worst outfit you see.
Right.
To me, this is better than the first outfit.
Way better.
But it's cool. Like, and then it's like, where are we? Where are we? I'm assuming we're going to the game.
Yeah.
I'm cool with a nice little hot pair of shorts.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just confused. So we've got a jacket on top of a long sleeve shirt and the boot. Are we not? It's hot in Kansas City for me. And
it's hot everywhere. It's summertime.
it's just that just seems like we're not in the right. Like I expect to see that maybe going towards the fall, like so maybe September-ish when you can still do the both. But it's like 90 degrees. It's gonna be like 100 this week in Kansas City. I just can't see myself wearing a coat. I don't care if the sleeves are rolled up to the.
They ain't rolled up too far.
It ain't far enough. And then like so, but even if it was, say we in September and it's cool, like it's still just a cool outfit for me.
Yeah.
It's nothing like it's just crazy wrong with it, but it's like
No,
maybe some different shorts.
Yeah,
because like the black shorts with
it's
that,
giving Troop Beverly Hills. This is giving me Girl Scouts. Like the whole fit.
Yeah,
is
like it's just something
like
that
an
don't
elevated
come
Girl
together.
Scout fit.
The pieces separately would be fine, but I think just all together, maybe I would have liked to see a different color short if you're gonna do that.
And I maybe would have liked to seen the jacket without the shirt underneath.
Something.
Yeah.
Take off something.
Yeah,
because it's too many layers. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm
much.
hot looking at it.
Yeah. Yes.
We go from look at what everybody else got on, and then
we're not gonna look at what Odyssey has on though. We're gonna go.
So it's not a
past
hated
that.
it, but it's
It's
we could do better.
Yeah,
we could do better.
Yeah. Okay. So Asia's the clear winner this
Yes.
week. Even the stance is giving. So
We need to do that every week. We need to pick a winner.
And she won. So then we'll pick a winner. We won't pick a loser.
Yeah,
We'll pick
'Cause
a
everybody,
winner.
Hey, wear what you want to wear, honey.
Yeah.
I'm sure she got a lot of compliments that day, but
Who did?
all of them maybe. I don't know.
Okay, next. Anyway, we are going to go on to our closing huddle. We are at the end of the show. We've talked about a lot.
We did.
There's been a lot of
We did.
mess. We've talked about some crazy things. We talked about lost money. We didn't talk about it. We talked about Aaron Donald trying to get his way back up in here. Look, crazy. So let's get into the WNBA games this weekend. On Friday, we have Storm versus Fever, Dream versus Tempo, Sparks versus Sky, who actually played last Friday as well, and then the Sun versus the Mercury. Saturday, we have the Liberty versus Fever, Fire versus Lynx, Mystics versus Valkyries, and Sunday, we have Sparks versus Wings, Sky versus Dream, and Sun versus Mercury. As far as the World Cup, Saturday, we have the third place game, and I think Sunday, we have the championship game. Mm-hmm. As far as the Royals, the Padres come to town after All-Star break. Friday, if you're in town, play Friday night, 7:10. You get those great fireworks. Saturday at 3:10 and Sunday at 1:10. The Current are back, and they're back home on Sunday versus the San Diego Wave at 7 p.m. And then the KC Diamonds have a Sunday night game versus the Florida Vibe they have.
Oh, my gosh.
At 6:35 p.m.
Nice. So a lot of sports happening.
A lot to do in Kansas City this weekend.
A lot to see. You know, we always end it on the song of the week. And as we mentioned, this is the wrap up of the World Cup here in Kansas City. It's been a great time, an amazing experience. Yes. And like Keena mentioned, just it's such a blessing to be able to have seen it because we don't know when we're going to host again and when it's going to happen. So I'm just really thankful for all that came with that. And what better song than to end it with our own Tech Nine.
Tech Nine?
Kansas City. He performed at the halftime show at this last match here at Kansas City Stadium. And so let's do the KCMO anthem because Kansas City did that. Successful hosts of the 2026 World Cup. Everybody ain't able, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and people was
Everybody
hating.
ain't
People
able.
was hating that we had it, but we did a great job with it. We went above and beyond. So argue with your mama.
So on that note, shout out to Tech Nine. And bump some KCMO. Notice I said KCMO anthem. We love y'all, Kansas, but this ain't about y'all today. It's about KCMO.
It is. To me, it's always about KCMO, but we do love our KCKS people. So that is it for us. Make sure you are following us on all social media, The Polished Playbook Pod. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, same name. Make sure you are following my girl here, DJ Diamond Diva, across all platforms. And I am Nails and Novels with Z's across all platforms. So make sure y'all get in, y'all follow, y'all engage with us, talk to us, let us know what you like, what you don't like, what you should like it all. But we take criticism too, because that could help us be even better than what we already are. So it was great seeing y'all. We will see y'all next week. Bye.